Hi, I'm Debbie Roberts, owner and financial advisor at Property Apprentice. Today we've got a juicy piece of news that just might put a smile on your face. The Reserve Bank of New Zealand has announced that they're considering lifting the restrictions on deposits, the loan-to-value restrictions or LVR restrictions. Now, before you start jumping up and down with excitement, let's talk about what that actually means. LVR restrictions were put in place in November 2021 to promote financial stability by limiting high-risk mortgage lending with the aim of reducing the impact and severity of housing market corrections. These restrictions were intended to build resilience in the financial system, and this appears to have been effective because in the past year, as house prices have fallen, there hasn't been widespread impact to financial stability. However, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand has now assessed that the risks to financial stability posed by high LVR lending has reduced to a level where the current restrictions may be unnecessarily reducing efficiency. As a result, the Reserve Bank is proposing to ease the LVR restrictions with effect from the 1st of June 2023. Deputy Governor Christian Hawkesby said, "Our assessment is that the risks to financial stability posed by high LVR lending have reduced to a level where the current restrictions may be unnecessarily reducing efficiency, in particular impeding the provision of credit to some otherwise creditworthy borrowers, which is not proportionate to the level of risk that we see." He also said that national house prices have fallen towards a level that is more consistent with medium-term fundamentals. As a result, while house prices may continue to fall, the probability of a further large correction in house prices has reduced. Alongside this, lending conditions have tightened significantly as banks' debt servicing assessments allow for high interest rates. Restrictions on high LVR residential mortgage lending set a speed limit on how much new low deposit lending banks could do. The Reserve Bank is proposing to ease those restrictions, as I said before, with effect from the 1st of June 2023. So what that means is for owner-occupiers that are getting lending above 80% LVR, banks are going to be able to increase their speed limits from 10% up to 15%. That means instead of only being able to lend 10% of all of their total loans in 1 month to people who needed to borrow more than 80%, they'll be able to increase their amount of lending above 80% to 15%. Okay, for investors, the current rules are 5% limit for loans with LVR above 60%. The Reserve Bank's proposing a 5% limit for loans with LVR above 65%, meaning that investors may only need a 35% deposit instead of 40% deposit. So that could be good news for you, those of you that are looking at buying investment properties. These changes are subject to consultation with registered banks over the next 2 weeks, and members of the public can also provide feedback on the proposal by emailing rbnz-info@rbnz.govt.nz. The Reserve Bank's May 2023 Financial Stability Report will provide its latest assessment of current and emerging risks to the financial system, so that'll certainly make for an interesting read as well. Overall, this announcement from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand indicates a potential easing of the restrictions on the amount of deposit that you need when you're purchasing a property, which could be good news for some otherwise creditworthy borrowers who've been impeded by those current restrictions. We'll continue to keep an eye on any further developments in this area and keep you informed. Thanks for listening.